Tom DeLonge writes op-ed piece on UFOs. It's nave to think that they don't exist. Kerrang. You are using a very outdated browser. Please. To coincide with the release of the new 6-part TV series Unidentified Inside America's UFO Investigation, Frontman has written an op-ed piece about how he first became interested in the subject, and why the study of UFOs is so important. About 25 years ago, I read a non-fiction book about UFOs while on tour with That Blew My Mind, the vocalist and guitarist writes in. This was a time before. Tom then goes on to explain his journey into this fascinating passion led me to believe it's nave to think that UAPs don't exist. In my quest for read the full thing at now. Tom about this very subject, and how it all ties in with his other work in music and a new AV album. Music is my life and who I am, but I am a lot more than that as well, and I got sidetracked starting my company because I had an opportunity, he says. I actually when that happened and I started these conversations, this movie and album combo came up when all that stuff started spiraling into something really big that wasn't even a part of my initial plan. Yet, it all according to bassist Mark Hoppus, there will be no new Blink 182 album in June, but there is an announcement coming Friday. Psychedelic guitarist Roky Erickson has passed away.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park, pot.